Folks, hello and welcome to Gamers Health, the weekly cast with myself, Rach Tenkar, and my lovely wife, Rach.
Hello.
Excuse the typo that was on social media, where apparently it was Gamers Heath, because I think it was
Gamers Heath.
Isn't Heath the chocolate bar that tasted like shit?
Yeah, it was that bitter toffee.
Yeah, it's like I want Gamers Heath. I want the candy bars that. Nobody
I guess maybe it was dark chocolate. The toffee was okay.
I was shit. Sorry. if I'm going to
if there was nothing else, maybe.
Maybe if I was
be real.
if I was literally starving, but if I was having like
I don't mean nothing else like starving. I mean no other candy.
No.
Which was essentially starving for me.
Well, and there was a point for me too. You know, we've gotten past that. But, oh man, I could still use a fucking Twix.
Oh shit, don't even talk about it.
In any case, folks.
Next issue.
Yes. And listen, it's actually, it's not what we intended to talk about, but we talk about issues that affect the health of gamers. And let's be honest with gamers in general, and this doesn't mean you, but in general, we're not of the best health. We don't always make the best choices. Let's hit the gaming table, right? It's like, what's the gaming table? Ring dings, Cheetos, Doritos, and
all the fun stuff.
And Mountain Dew. Although when I was a kid, it was buying Slice because Slice was flavored with real juice, as opposed to
I remember that
7-Up. Yeah, or whatever. But you know, making your healthy decisions when it comes to what you eat, it's a daily decision. It is a decision that you'll make multiple times a day. And if you make a bad decision, that's not an excuse to say, well, I already fucked up. I can make the rest of the day just give me a day of bad decisions. It's not the way to do things. Yeah. Can't
stay stuck in it.
No, you can't live your whole life being what was the line from was it Animal House? Was it Dumb and Stupid or some? In any case, I really should get these quotes done before I jump into this podcast. But what can I tell you? Now, in July, I will turn 54. But tomorrow, on the 20th of June, my lovely wife, who does not look it, will turn
50.
So I think I look younger than my 54 years. I think Rachel does definitely look younger than her 50. And I'll be honest with you, that is just good genetics. It's not like I led a healthy life leading up to this. I've led a healthier life over the last year.
Or just good sunscreen.
Well, yeah, but you know, honestly, you can take years off your life by losing weight. I lost weight and I lost years. So, at least in your appearance.
So, do you mean gained years?
Well, I guess I gained years.
You on lost the end, weight and gained years on the end.
Going forward, but I lost years on my appearance.
I see what you mean. Okay.
6 of one, half dozen of the other, but in opposite directions. So, in any case, tomorrow's Father's Day, right? And there's a lot of fathers that are listening to this. Not so many children. I think recently our numbers have skewed a little bit. I think now for this channel, the Tenkar's Tavern YouTube channel, I do believe we are at 1.6% viewers 18 to 25. It was 0.
You're good kids.
It was 0 before this week started. So I don't know what to say other than thank you, I guess.
Yes.
So in any case, again, Rach is turning 50, and there's I know this from going through it myself. There is mental baggage going to 50. Every time you change a decade in life, like when you went from 20 to 30, all of a sudden you went, oh my God, I guess I'm like an adult. And then went from 30 to 40, went, oh shit, I'm getting old. I'm like, There aren't too many baseball players left playing at my age, right? Then you turn 50 and you go, I guess we had the Negroes, but that's about it, right? Because, 50, your body starts breaking down. You start feeling your age. So it's a mental, thing in your head. And of course, we think about how old people appear to you when you were young. When I was 13, somebody 50 was my grandparent. And oh my God, they were fucking old. Now, I am fucking old. I know the hair is going a little gray. Doesn't really show as much in this shop, but in person. But at least I have it, right? I mean, I will say that much. So.
Well, that's the magic of my condition. My hair is always going to be the same color.
Yeah, it'll never go gray because it'll always be.
I don't have enough pigment for it to go gray.
Super blonde. My wife, super blonde. So, we celebrated Father's Day and Rachel's birthday with the family last week. It was, this weekend there was just too much stuff going on in the family, so we did an early celebration, which actually isn't bad, especially if you need to do things like go out. Do you really want to go out on Mother's Day? You're not going to find a table to take your mother out at a restaurant or a pub without making reservations, probably weeks in advance and paying.
Oh, shit. That's probably going to be the situation tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon.
It's Father's Day. No, here's the honest to God truth, right?
Like, nobody gives a shit about that.
Nobody gives a fuck about fathers. I'm sorry. I saw some video online about it should be Parenting Day. We should do away with Mother's Day and Father's Day. And you know what? You could do away with Father's Day, and I don't think most fathers would notice. Honestly, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think my son made me breakfast in bed one Father's Day. I think it was
No, you missed Mother's Day. You are not going to live that shit down.
Oh, I know. I've been there, done that. But you missed Father's Day? Fathers roll with the punches, all right? Well, whatever. Get me a tube of toothpaste and I'll be happy, or whatever it is that you're getting fathers these days. Now, my niece Shannon, God bless her, she found my father $50 sandals at Kohl's that were marked down, percentage off. She had a Kohl's Bucks coupon, so she paid like $11, including tax. Oh, there was no tax because those sandals. So she was happy as a pig in shit. Shannon, if you're watching, I cursed, and that was for you. Because I know you listen, and if Uncle doesn't say at least one curse word, then there's something wrong, right? But, again, Mother's Day is very important. Father's Day, you could turn Father's Day into Parents' Day. But so long as you had Mother's Day, I don't think anybody would even notice. Most fathers would walk around blissfully unaware that their holiday got changed. You don't believe me?
I don't know. I mean, I've never been a father, but
right. If you're a father and you want to leave a comment and say,
yeah, what do you think? How would you feel?
Yeah, well, how would you feel if Father's Day just got removed? Again, Mother's Day is sacrosanct. We're not removing Mother's Day, but Father's Day got removed. Would you even notice? What would you miss out on? Okay, I said I got breakfast in bed 1 year, and I'm going to tell you right now, eating breakfast in bed sucks. Because all you do is get food in your sheets, and then you got to clean them. So there's just really no advantage to breakfast in bed. Sorry, hate to ruin any dreams or illusions of anybody, but ain't what it's cut up to be. So, we are now asked. We're actually summer starts. What, in a day or two, right?
Tomorrow. I think today is the solstice, though.
All right, so we're gonna have
the longest day. Or no, tomorrow is the solstice.
All right, yeah, because it's 21st or 22nd. I think
it's the 20th, I think.
I don't know. In any case, summer's gonna be here shortly. Now, here's the thing with summer.
My birthday gets to be the longest
day of the year. I'm in the middle of summer, so. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing when it comes to the summer. Those of us that have yards, myself included, or even if it's just work around the house, heat's going to get to you. So you got to start planning things ahead. I know I got to mow the lawn. Probably got to go out early on Father's Day. Wink, wink. And mow the small patch of lawn that we have because the grass is getting long. Now, how do we know it was getting long? Because we were out there yesterday doing a non-professional photo shoot for for Rachel's yoga. So Rachel's doing some poses with the yoga mat on our lawn in front of the garden. So it came out really nice.
Yeah,
I gotta say, it's really a nice effect.
It is. It's nice to do it out there.
It's a blessing to have a yard like this. I mean, that's just, in the world of COVID, having your own personal space to escape to, where you didn't need to wear a mask. Now we're vaccinated. We walked the dog this morning at Juniper Valley Park, which is a
beautiful, shady.
The Juniper Valley Park has a really large section,
which isn't so shady.
And has ball parks.
Went to the shady park.
And we went to the quiet park. The small park. And the dog enjoyed that, and she made her circles. And she actually, surprisingly enough, was friendly with other dogs. Usually she just loves to see people, and other dogs just get the fuck away from me. Either I ignore you or I tell you to back the F off. And today she was good.
She was friendly.
Yeah, she's like, play with me. And one dog kind of wanted to play with her, but they're both on leashes. They're going to play, and all they're going to do is tangle me up. So it kind of defeats the purpose of dogs playing. But walking the dog is in of itself good exercise. It will get your steps in. Listen, I have congestive heart failure, and I will tell you this much from my own personal experience. When I walk or when I do my VR racquetball with Zach Laser in the morning, and I can't say enough great about VR exercise. It doesn't feel like exercise. But when you do VR gaming and I'm doing racquetball, I'm getting my heart rate up. I'm getting exercise in. And the extra heart rate just means that I push more water through my system, which my condition generally has a tendency to err on the side of probably not pushing enough water through the system. So exercise gets the blood flowing, literally, and pushes that water out. So you really can't go wrong.
And the fact that you have someone to do it with.
Yes.
Is really special.
Here's the thing. We walk the dog 9 times out of 10. We're walking the dog together. Sometimes I'll take the dog and I'll walk myself. But
if I'm working,
right, it's bonding time. It's time that we talk. Yes, we spend a lot of time together, but it's this time where we have this activity going on, and we can talk about stuff that we might not normally think of talking about, or we're not talking about.
Or just decompress something.
Right. Right, because just the act of walking is often
therapeutic in the way that it clears your head.
Oh, and those of you at home, like, oh my God, the talking game was health, and Tenkar is pulling out a beer. And a tall boy at that. It's actually hop tea. So ingredients are carbonated water, hops, organic black tea, citric acid, 0 calories, 0 sugars, nothing artificial, 70 milligrams of caffeine.
All good stuff.
So that's what I drink when I'm not drinking. I might have some wine later on tonight. It's a Saturday night. Wine's always good for the blood sugar.
It would be good. Wine, cheese, and strawberries.
Yeah, but not together. I don't like my cheese and fruit together. I'm not like my mother who likes to throw fruit into a salad.
That's different, though. I'm not like, I'll have a bite of cheese. No, I'll have a bite of fruit. Usually you have to bang one out and then put the fruit for last.
Too complicated. You want me to prepare it, I'll prepare the cheese. If you want the fruit, you'll need to prepare the fruit. And if you've ever gamed in one of my games at a convention, I do silly voices. I have a few. I'm a New Yorker. I hear silly voices constantly. So if you want to know how to embarrass your child, you could be like my mother who used to do this while she would go shopping, and she would put on different accents in order to get better deals depending on who she was dealing with, and sometimes she would. And so you get called on it, and it's like, sprechen Sie Deutsch? And actually, when they asked my mother, she spoke German. Actually, she spoke Yiddish. My mother spoke enough German.
Oh, right, because she could understand.
Yeah, she understood
some of the things that they would say.
Yeah, so she kind of was,
and she would like respond in English to it. And
yes.
be like, "Oh, well, you speak this." And,
yes, and she's like, "Well, I actually speak some German." It's an interesting. It's an interesting skill to have, but it's also it's a fun way to let off some steam.
That it is.
And here, I'm going to just throw this out there because when you see me at a convention, when you meet Rach at a convention, and I had this, I've had people go, "Hey, I recognize that voice. That's Tenkar." All right. Do I hear Rach? Your eyes like, yeah, people did hear your voice too and recognize you.
Yeah.
I am actually very comforted and flattered to know that when you folks meet us, it isn't like, wow, I expected you to be something different. You're exactly how I expected you to be.
Oh, yeah. No show here.
No show. This is it, warts and all. And there's a reason.
Sometimes makeup, sometimes not. But
and there's a reason for that, okay? If I have to put on a show while on the show, it isn't fun. And
if it's plastic bullshit, why bother?
Right.
Because we're supposed to be like speaking to people real about health.
Right, and about our experiences.
Part of health.
And if I'm putting on an affected voice and talking to you like this, which is how I did my first 2 or 3 podcast episodes back like 3 years ago.
Oh, really?
Because I thought that I needed to have a voice that was not a New York accent. I needed to enunciate my words clearly.
Oh, please. I did that in Connecticut when I moved there as a kid. And that was full of shit.
So here's the truth, folks. What you see is what you get. What you hear is what you get. If you think by watching us on these casts that we're, I don't know, 2 assholes, then meeting us...
Whatever, that's okay.
Meeting us in person is not going to...
It's less intimidating, right?
Yeah. Well, meeting us in person is not going to change your opinion of us. Okay, you're going to be like, wow, you're exactly the same way you are on the cast. So...
It's like, oh, you're not over-exaggerated.
No! Now, are there times when, like on the blog, and a blog it's usually my voice too, but are there times when I've posted as Kalishan? Of course. That's usually when I'm putting on my angry grognard voice or author's voice and tearing shit apart. If I tear stuff apart on this cast, that's particularly me tearing stuff apart. Again, it isn't a voice. It isn't a persona I'm putting on. So again, for us to be authentic, I think is the most important thing that we can do. Because honestly, if we're talking about stuff, and I'm talking about my congestive heart failure, or I'm talking about us trying to make changes with our breakfast, which we did today. Usually I do an omelet. And for the omelet, it is for 2 people. We do 2 eggs, 2 to 3 servings of egg whites. Before that, I fry up some peppers and onions. And once they've heated up and cooked, I pour the egg mixture in, let that go, cut it in half, flip it, and after I flip it, a little cheese, a little salsa. It's very tasty, but you can't have it every day. So
yeah, you'll tire of it.
So today we swapped out, and I made steel cut oatmeal with strawberries, fresh strawberries, delicious. A lot of fun to do. Now tomorrow we're going to do low carb pancakes.
I mean, strawberries last night. You started eating sweets.
Yes. So we're going to do low carb pancakes because Rach wants pancakes for her birthday breakfast.
Yes.
Which I think should be a lot of fun. So, yeah. So again, this is the stupid shit we talk about. And these are the options that you too can do. You can buy a lot of low carb stuff on Amazon or in your local supermarket if you keep your eyes out to it. So that's what you gotta do. You were gonna say something, Rach? I saw it. If you hear the ding in the background, I'm gonna turn that volume off on that. That's my son sending pictures on
Oh.
On Facebook Messenger. Sweet. I don't know what the pictures look like. Hopefully it's of him having shaved. What a father can hope for Father's Day. All I want is my son to shave off his fucking beard. I'm not going to get it, but a man can wish and express his hopes.
Well, hopefully the girl can convince him.
Oh, your mouth to God's ears. Go with God. So, anything else we got for tonight? You think?
Nah.
Something. Go ahead. Throw it out there. Throw it out to the universe, Rach.
Okay, so I'm getting ready to make an appointment with primary care. So I've been needing to do that. Or not been needing, but, I do. I need to go to, like, full primary care so that I can, have everything looked into.
Right.
I haven't had one of these sonos or the sono of my heart.
By the way,
the
folks,
EEG.
I'm going to tell you the sono of the throat, if I had that done.
Oh, I had that done.
I wouldn't have had the surprise I had end of last summer.
I had this part done, my thyroid for the endo.
Right.
But they need to do the sides.
Right. They need to do
to check on the
arteries.
Yeah, if there's blockage. They've done that in the past.
Right.
So, yeah, I figure the place where you go for your cardiology has primary care in it. But I'm just scared, like, when I go, that they're going to say, so, have you thought of bariatric surgery?
And your answer will be, I have thought about it. I have dismissed the idea.
That's always what happened in the past.
Because, listen, and I'm going to be honest with you folks.
I do a lot of, like, how do you call it? Declining.
Folks.
There was other things at the low vision. He's like, the patient declined.
Yes. Folks, I'm going to be very honest with this. Could I stand to lose some more weight other than the weight that I've already lost? Yes. All right. And I hope I do lose it. But if I don't lose anymore, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. As long as I continue to eat healthy and exercise. I know Rachel's getting her exercise in. And I know what she eats. Because
you make it.
I make it. So unless we do,
we have the doctor's gonna be like, so what do you ask my husband?
Here's my husband. He makes the meal. We don't, in general, we don't eat crap. Do we cheat on occasions? And do I let's order some Checkers burgers? Yes, I'll do that. Today we had Subway sandwiches for dinner, but I made a very nice lunch.
Oh my God, that was so good.
So
it was tostadas and tostadas.
Yeah, tostadas.
And it had
guacamole,
ground turkey, guacamole,
some cheese, some vegetable that I don't know what the hell it's called. All I know is I had to cut it in half, remove the seed pit from the middle, and then wash my hands afterwards because the fruit can make you, or the vegetable can make your hands go numb. Yes.
Was that the white stuff?
Yeah, with the whiter stuff, yes.
What is that, a jicama?
I don't know.
I think jicama.
Listen, I only know so much about what I prepare for some of these meals. All I know is they give me a recipe, they give me instructions. I've got the stove, I've got the oven. I follow the instructions. I do what I'm supposed to do. And then, wazah, we've got a vaccine. Wazah, you've got lunch or dinner or whatever I'm making. I'm not doing my Fauci impression. Although maybe I am.
The droplets.
Wear 2 masks, wear 9 masks, wear masks on your ass. Jeez. Okay. I'm totally sober, folks. Please believe that. Please believe that. But in any case, yes. So Rach has an appointment next week with new primary care.
Actually, no. That's the one next week is.
Oh, sorry.
We gotta get the business done. We gotta check
with
the what do you call him? He's not
the orthodontist, the orthopedist.
Yeah, the ortho guy. Because one of my yoga teacher, she said, because she was like, who has anything happening? Like when you start the class, they kind of assess a little bit, and you learn how to assess students too in that way. And we just look at like what part of the body is dominant, like which side of the body, left or right, is dominant, or If you have like hyperextension of like your knees or your hips. I have hyperextension in my knees and hips, and I don't know about my arms. I don't think my arms do. But yeah, so that tends to make people have other types of problems. And so when I hurt my knee a couple of years ago, it's still tender from it. So, and I also have like a back problem. So we're checking that out.
She's falling apart at the seams. 50. Listen, you know what? When your car reaches a certain age,
just wait. I'm going to be commenting. I'm going to be saying my social life.
You got to bring your car in for the 50,000 mile maintenance period, right? Well, 50. It should be like now, and I will be the first to admit it. And I haven't had the proper up to pooper examination.
Oh, hell no. They want you to have it after 50.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be talking to me about that.
Yeah. And actually,
the old primary care in Manhattan was trying to get me to go for that. And I'm like,
I'm not 50
yeah,
yet.
I'll schedule it later.
Yeah, I actually, the World Trade
Decline.
Center, I get some of my health care through the World Trade Center Health, and they've been on me for that. And I have to make an appointment with World Trade Center Health, who will probably send me back for another referral for a pooper exam. My pooper will wear a mask to make sure everybody in the room is safe. God.
I mean, you have to have somebody come and get you, I think, because they put you into some major shit.
Yes,
like the Twilight.
Yeah. They don't want you driving afterwards. Well, I don't know if I can be sitting afterwards. Like, I might be driving back with my head between my legs and my ass in the air.
Yes. I can't.
Fold the seats down.
Whatever. I'll go and, because I had to look at the other shit, and then they can just. They can use some motivational interviewing techniques on me, and maybe I would go in a couple of years. All right, so folks, now that we've really turned you off by talking about examining your pooper hole, you brought that one up.
I said we, because you went on with it. All right, you embraced it. You embraced the concept. But listen, we obviously have fun doing this. It's not just important for us to do this, but we enjoy doing this. But I do feel that talking about our health issues, our challenges, our successes, it's important. Such that you know that you're not the only one, really. Or that your relative isn't the only one, or somebody else you know is going through something similar. Or even if your challenges are nothing like our challenges, to know that others have health challenges. And you're not the only one experiencing such. I believe that's important.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, neither Rach nor I are medical professionals. However, we are both vaccinated. Those are personal decisions made by us individually and together.
Mm-hmm.
Because
based on our own needs, based on our family needs,
and our risk factors.
Yes.
So I'm not telling you what to do. I am saying, I ask you, I implore you to use your common sense to keep yourself, your family, your friends, your loved ones healthy and safe. I know I'm wearing glasses just in case we got comments. We didn't get any comments.
Had you not worn, we would.
I'd be pumped blindly,
ding, ding, ding,
blindly
ding.
going at the screen, going,
mm-hmm.
God damn it, Matt Jackson, shut up! I can't catch up fast enough. But be safe, be well. God bless.
Thanks for joining us.
And by the way, I say God bless. I mean that especially for my good friend, the invisible person sitting in our third chair, Ken Whitman, who...
Why don't you turn to him and tell him?
Ken, as a duly ordained on the internet minister of at least 3 different Christian and non-denominational faiths, although I am a practicing Catholic, this is what I did when I was experiencing cancer in my own, challenges in my own faith. Ken, I offer you a blessing in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I hope that you find peace in your mental health that you are not finding in this world. If you don't find it in this world, hopefully you find it in the next. And hopefully you can get the rest of us in fucking peace.
Oh, sheesh.
Sorry, I'm not supposed to end a prayer like that, but I did. All right, folks. On that note, knock on wood, I'll be back again tomorrow. Laters.
In holy Jesus' name.
In holy Jesus'
In holy
name.
Jesus' name. Fuck off.
Fuck off and give me some whiskey.